friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, we are discussing about Union and its territories. Articles from 1 to 4 under Part 1 of the Constitution, it deals with Union and its territories. Union of States. Article 1, it describes that Bharat as Union of States rather than Federation of States. This provision, it deals with two things. One is name of the country and other is the type of the polity. There was no unanimity in the Constituent Assembly with regard to the name of the country. Some members suggested that traditional name Bharat, while others advocated the modern name India, and hence the Constituent Assembly, it has adopted a mix of both the names called India, that is Bharat. Secondly, the country is described as union, although its constitution is federal in structure. That is because, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the phrase union of states, it has been preferred to federation of the states for two reasons. One, the Indian Federation, it is not the result of an agreement among the states like American Federation. And secondly, the states have no right to secede from the federation. The Federation of Union, because it is undestructible, the country is an integral whole and divided into different states only for the convenience of administration. And according to Article 1, the territory of India, it is classified into three categories. They are territories of the state, union territories, and the territories that may be acquired by the government of India at any time. The territory of India, it is said to be a wider expression than a Union of India because Union of India includes only states, while the former, that is the territory of India, it includes not only the states but also the union territories and the territories that may be acquired by the government of India in future time. Being a sovereign state, India can acquire foreign territories according to the modes that is recognized by the international law. That is cession, that is following treaty, purchase, gift, lease or plebiscite, and next comes occupation, hitherto unoccupied by an recognized ruler, conquest or subjugation. For example, India acquired several foreign territories such as Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Goa, Daman and Diu, Puducherry, Sikkim since the commencement of the Constitution. Article 2. This empowers the Parliament to admit into the Union of India or establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. Thus, Article 2, it grants two powers to the Parliament. The power to admit into the Union of India new states and the power to establish new states. The first one, it refers to the admission of states which are already in existence, while the second one, it refers to the establishment of the states which were not in existence before. Article 2, it relates to the admission or establishment of new states that is not a part of Union of India. Article 3, this authorizes the Parliament's power to reorganize the states. And Article 3, it authorizes the Parliament to form a new state by separation of the territory from any state or by uniting two or more states or parts of states or by uniting any territory to a part of any state. The Parliament can increase the area of any state and also the Parliament can diminish the area of any state. The Parliament has the right to alter the boundaries of any state and it can also alter the name of any state. And that is what mentioned in the article. And Article 3, it should be introduced only with the recommendation of President. And before recommending the bill, the President has to refer the same to the state legislatures which is concerned for expressing its view within a specific period of time. The President or the Parliament, it is not bound by the views of state legislature. It may either accept or rejects it veto. Article 4. The Constitution itself declares that the laws made for the admission or establishment of the new states under Article 2 and the formation of new states and the alteration of areas, boundaries, or names of existing states under Article 3, they are not to be considered as amendments of the Constitution under Article 368. This means that such laws it can be passed by a simple majority and by the ordinary legislative process. Evolution of states and union territories. Integration of princely states. So at the time of independence, India comprised two categories of political units. They are British provinces and the princely states. British provinces, they were under the direct rule of British government, and princely states, they were under the rule of native princes, but they were subject to paramountcy of the British crown. The Indian Independence Act 1947, it created two independent and separate dominions of India and Pakistan and gave three options to the princely states, that is joining India, joining Pakistan, or remaining independent. And out of 552 princely states, which was inside the geographical boundaries, and among them 549 princely states, it joined India, and remaining three, those are Hyderabad, Junagadh, and Kashmir, it refused to join India. And however, in the course of time, they were also integrated with India. Hyderabad by means of police action, and Junagadh by means of referendum, and Kashmir by the instrument of accession. Let's have a discussion about Dhar Commission and JVP Committee. The integration of princely states with rest of India, it was purely an ad hoc arrangement. There has been a demand from different regions, particularly from South India, for reorganization of state on linguistic basis. And accordingly, in June 1948, the Government of India, it appointed the Linguistic Provinces Commission under the chairmanship of S.K. Dhar to examine the feasibility of this linguistic basis state. And the commission submitted its report in the year 1948 and recommended the reorganization of states on the basis of administrative conveniences rather than a linguistic factor. This created displeasure and it led to the appointment of another Linguistic Provinces Committee by the Congress in December 1948 itself to examine the whole question afresh. It consisted of Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Pattabi Sitaramaiah, and hence it was popularly known as JVP Committee. And it submitted its report in April 1949 and it formally rejected language as the basis of reorganization of the states. And finally in October 1953, the Government of India, it was forced to create the first linguistic state known as Andhra state by separating the Telugu speaking areas from the Madras state. Fazal Ali Commission. The creation of Andhra state, it intensified the demand from other regions for the creation of states on linguistic basis, and this once again forced the Government of India to appoint a three-member states reorganization commission under the chairmanship of Fazal Ali to re-examine the whole issue, and its other two members were K.M. Panikar and H.N. Kunzru. It submitted its report in September 1955 and Fazal Ali Commission, it accepted the language as the basis of reorganization of the state, but it rejected the theory of one language, one state. Fazal Ali's Commission view was that unity of India should be regarded as a primary consideration in any drawing of country's political units. See you in the next session with some other interesting topic. Thank you.